Hello everyone, good morning. So today we are going to explore the nature of this topic and then using the Excel. So let's get started. So we have here the data set. So how are you going to make use of this application, getting the numbers of this? So it's very simple. So for minimum, we just have to type equals and then mean or the MIN. So here we are going to click that one and then select all the data that we have here and then close and enter. So we have here our minimum or the value for the minimum of this data set. So for the maximum, it's really simple. Again, we just have to put equals and then max. So double click and then again select all the data, then close it out and then enter. So we have here our value for maximum, which is the 96. So for the range, it's very simple since we already have our minimum and maximum. So range is the value of the highest and the lowest number. So we just have to subtract this one, 96 minus 2, so we have 94. So for the count, how are we going to get the count of this data set? So again, we just have to put equals and then count. So we have here double click again, the value, drag all the value, then close it out and enter. So we have here our count, which is 18. How about the sum? The sum. So for this one, again, we just have to put equals and then write sum here, double click, then drag all the data sets that we have here and then close it out and enter. So we have here our sum of all the data sets that we have here. And then for our mean. So for our mean, diba, it is the average number of the data set. So how are we going to make use of the Excel? Para mas madali lang, no? So we just have to put equals and then average. So we have here average, double click that one and then drag all the data, then close and then enter. So we have here our mean 51.88889. So for our median or the middle value of the data set that we have here, so how are we going to do this? So again, equals and then median, just put it median. So we have here median, then double click. So we have here the data set, and then close it out and then enter. So here we can see that our median is 63. Since this all data set that we have here is ungrouped, so it must it would be very easier for us to track the median, no, without organizing the data set. So we have here the median, the mode or the most frequent number in a data set. So same process, equals, and then just have to write mode, then drag all the data sets we have here, close it out, and then we have also our mode, which is the 63. Since we can see here in our data set that twice 63 number twice appear in this data set. So how about the standard deviation? How can we get standard deviation easily using Excel? So we can have it here mas madali. We just have to put equals and then STDEV and so. And then just have to drag again all the data sets that we have here and close it out, then enter. So we have here our standard deviation, which is 28.64 and so on. So how about for our variance? So for variance again, equals type the var, there, double click, and then drag all the data sets right here, and then close it out and enter. So here we get the value of the variance. We have 820.54 and so on. So for our skewness, how can we get the skewness of the data set? We just have again equal and then type SKEW here, and then all the data sets that we have here, close out and then enter. So our skewness for this data set is negative 0.322. Then for our kurtosis, so for kurtosis, have to type equal and then kurt here, double click, drag all the data, close it out and enter. So we have here our kurtosis value. We have negative 1.227926 and so on. So this is how easy to get all the value of a data set using Excel. So I hope you learn a lot from this lesson, and soon in my next video I will be presenting another preview on how can we make use of the Excel, the more simpler and easiest way to calculate. So that's all for this morning. Thank you so much for watching.